don't know, guys, you have ever found yourself at an interrupted wait. An interrupted wait is something that you did not ask for. A wait that all of a sudden just came at an unexpected time. You was just this close to closing the business deal. You was just this close to walking into that marriage. You was just this close to about to go start the business. You was just this close to about to get that thing or access that thing or walk into that thing. You was just this close, and all of a sudden the interrupted wait happens. An interruption that comes into your life that you did not ask for. I was just this close. And so when you find yourself in that way, you begin to lose faith. You begin to lose hope. You begin to question everything that you ever wanted for you because you're not seeing nothing move for you. But what you guys understand is that God is using the wait to bring forth his word. So there's a word that God has put over all of our lives. There is something that God has called you to walk into. There is something that God has called you to access for you. But there is also something that is blocking you from that very word that God says holds everything for you. And so if there is something in your life that is blocking what God is trying to get to you, God will allow a way to step in the midst of you. God will allow an interruption to take place because he is saying, you know what, there is this, you was about to walk into that relationship I did not call you to walk into. I had to let it in. You was about to just get ready to go into that business deal with that person. I had to let it in. You was about to go and do this. You was about to go and do that. I had to stop it before it became. I know you may feel hurt right now, but I had to stop it before it became, because there is more that I am doing in you. In order for me to have to give it, in order for me to give it to you, I had to block what was trying to come against you. So you didn't see it against you because you saw that you saw what you wanted for you, but you didn't see that what it was going to do to you. See, God seen up ahead what it was going to do to you, but you only seen in the moment of what you wanted for you. But God said I had to bring the interruption. I had to bring the interruption because it was the interruption that was going to get you to my word. It was the interruption that was going to put you in the way, that was going to give me the surrender that I needed from you. It was the interruption that was going to put you in the way, that was going to have you to walk into that new version of you. It was the interruption that was going to put you in the way, that was going to bring you to the divine connections that I had tied to you. It was the interrupted way that I was going to use to bring the financial increase. It was the interrupted way that I was going to use to break down the barriers that's inside you that's been keeping you behind the bondage. It was the interrupted way that he was using all along for you. But you see the weight that has interrupted your life. You see there's a weight that has interrupted your life, but I want you to understand it was a weight that God used to catapult the things that he wants to bring you to in your life. See, there's a version of you that you have not walked into. There's a version of you that you have not even seen that you can become. And if there is something that is blocking what God is calling, God is going to bring an interruption. If there is something blocking what God is calling, he is going to bring an interruption. So right now, God is needing that surrender from you. God is needing that change to come forth from you. It's not that it's over. It's about to start. It's just now beginning. It's not that it's over. It's about to begin. You see it as an end of something, but God is bringing a beginning to something. So before you count it as a loss, I want you to see that God was using to walk you into your gain. See, the wait is not your war, sweetheart. The wait is your win. The interruption was the blessing. The interruption was the blessing, and I know it don't feel like it, but the interruption, sweetheart, was the blessing. The interruption was the blessing. The interruption was needed to put you in the wait because you was going the wrong way. The interruption was needed to put you in the wait because you were going the wrong way, and God will do whatever he has to do to get you. God will do whatever he has to do to get you, because if he has put that anointed calling upon your life, and he has put that purpose of greatness upon your life, he is wanting that return. And if something is blocking you and keeping you in debt to your bondage, he cannot bring you to your deliverance. So what does he have to do? He has to cut the ties to the thing that had you. So don't see this interruption as against you, guys. See this interruption as what is about to happen for you. Now that God has cut the end to the very thing that you saw you wanted for you, or you saw you needed for you, but God knew that, no, I know the greatness that I have for you. See, God is using this moment to usher you into his presence. God is using this moment to break you from your bondage. God is using this moment to deliver you so that you can walk into the real you. Thank you guys for tuning into Spiritual Beauty Ministry.